Okay, so this is part one of a two-part video series where we're going to look at vocals. So in this first part, we're going to look at 5 different ways, or places should I say, to find vocals. So I've been working on this little loop. I'll just let you hear that. So in this little gap here, I'm thinking of like a little rap vocal, or just kind of more of a kind of spoken element rather than like kind of a singing vocal. So that's what I'm looking for. And yeah, so obviously the easiest place, or the first place you probably start, is in your packs. So if you're making tech house or techno, obviously most of your sample packs are probably going to be within that genre. So I've just come to one here quickly now. This is like a tech house one.
Skeletons.
So you generally find these little kind of chopped up vocals.
It's bass. And she said,
Usually got quite a bit of processing on them, effects and stuff like that, delays. It's obviously a good place to start. The only maybe downside to this is that everybody that's making music within that genre, everybody's got the same pack, so everybody's using the same vocals, and you tend to find that you'll kind of pick out, you basically hear the same samples in a lot of different tracks. So tip 1 about using sample packs is to look in different genres. So to be fair, I already knew that I wanted more of like a rap style vocal here. So obviously, rather than, you're probably not going to find too many rap things in tech house or techno packs, but I've just had a quick look on Loop Masters here. So yeah, think about looking in different genres. So this was the one I clicked on first, and the very first sample.
Here we go now.
But even that, here we go now. You could easily use that as like a little loop. And yeah, so this was obviously just rap. You could look in reggae, you could look in disco, is a little bit kind of outside of the tech house and techno scene. So yeah, tip 1 is just think about looking in different genres to see if you could find something a little bit kind of different to what's in the rest of the packs. The only downside to this is that, let's say that I just wanted that first sample there, that Here We Go Now one.
Here we go now.
That Here We Go Now. Obviously, £12 for that one little sample is quite a lot. Especially when you're probably not going to make use of the rest of the sounds that's in there. Obviously, there are other sample websites like Splice, and this other one, Loop Cloud, that I'll actually talk more about in the second part. So you can just buy individual samples. So yeah, that's something to think about, is just looking in the different genres. Idea number 2 is YouTube. Obviously this is still kind of pretty common. A lot of people do it. I tend to go for kind of radio interviews or podcasts, or somewhere where they've recorded it with a good quality mic. There's no background noise. So yeah, basically radio interviews, podcasts are kind of the first place I'd start. You can use other ones where there is some background noise or other sounds going on, and sometimes that can kind of add to the feel of the track, but 9 times out of 10 it's just kind of probably going to be more hassle than it's worth, trying to make it fit in with your track. So I tend to go for these. So I've literally just typed in radio interview. I think I put rap in actually to begin with. So yeah, like this is like a live rap. That one might not be any good. That one there. So this one.
Like 8 months. But I finna move from Atlanta.
Where you going?
Your ollie game was skateboard game was crazy.
Rapping
So yeah, what I would usually do is basically, if I like the sound of the person's voice and they're talking about something that I can associate with, or they've said a few words that are kind of, yeah, that you think you'd be able to use if they're talking about music, talking about kind of, yeah. I think you kind of get the gist of it. Obviously, if they were talking about something completely random, you might not be able to kind of get that to kind of work with your track. But yeah, if I like the sound of it, I would just download it, put it in, and just find the little snippets or the little words, phrases, or whatever that I like, and then chop it up. So yeah, YouTube is tip number 2. Tip number 3 is Vocala. So what I usually do with this, so this, we've got a pro account, so we actually pay for it. You can get a free account. I'm pretty sure they actually I think you get a limit per day of how many you can download, and you can't preview them like I'll be doing here. You've got to download it straight away. So I think it's about £4 a month or something. It's not a lot. And considering, yeah, there's 14,000 acapellas on here. Yeah, for £4 or £5 a month, you can't really go wrong. So yeah, with this website, what I would usually do is with this little loop, I'd literally just loop it in the background, jump back over to the other site, and then yeah, I'll show you that actually. So I'd just put it on, and then so I know this track here is A minor, so that's what I'm doing it in. So then what I would do is go over to the key A minor. If you want to select a genre, you can. So I already know, like, I'm looking for like a rap or hip hop vocal, so I'd probably go rap, find acapellas, so they're all going to be in the right key. And then yeah, I would literally just loop this in the background and just have a little flick through.
With an open dome, you spinning dough on holes and only drove and rolls. I leave your chest caved in with your throat exposed. Ammo, spit acid.
So that would probably work. So I'm basically, when I'm doing this, just listening out for like the tone of the voice and whether the tone of the voice sounds right with the track. So obviously, yeah, you're just basically looking out for that. Not necessarily kind of, obviously it's not never going to be in time and stuff like that. And again, like I was with the YouTube one, you kind of listen out for what the lyrics are, what they're talking about. Like, is that what you want to be in your track, if you know what I mean? So I just keep going a little bit.
So I got mine, I hope ya got yourself. You from the hood, I hope ya got yourself.
Yeah, like that one would do. It actually sounds pretty cool with the clapping and stuff. Could use that. Yeah, I probably would download that. So yeah, when I'm doing this, if I like it, I'll literally just click download. I'll probably get 5, 6 that I like, just so that when I go back into here, I've got a few different ones I can work with. And chances are you'll probably end up using more than one, maybe even all of them, if you're just going to take a couple of words out of each one. So, and yeah, that's obviously with these and with YouTube, obviously these are not, these are kind of, you haven't got sample clearance on these, so you need to be a little bit more kind of wary on how you use them. So yeah, if you're going to use them, I'd probably just take little snippets out or like chop it up in a way that you can't really recognise what the track is. So yeah, that's tip number 3 is Vocala. Tip number 4, obviously, so the last two were kind of, was a little bit of a grey area in terms of copyright. So if you were conscious about that and you wanted to make a track where you're completely happy with kind of copyright, that you owned the rights, and yeah, no one was going to come after you for it. Obviously, yeah, you can use option 1 with the samples, but like I said, like everyone's got access to these. It's not going to be unique. So yeah, tip number 4, or idea number 4 should I say, is Fiverr. So you can do anything on here. But yeah, what we're using it for is for the vocals. So because I'm looking for I know I'm looking for a rap already, but if you're looking for a house vocalist, if you're looking for whatever, so I've just typed in rap vocalist. There's a few here. So what was this one? This one was $15. So $15 for 30 seconds. Yeah, it might sound like a lot, but 9 times out of 10, to be fair, like we've never got in touch with this guy, but a lot of them, if you get in touch and just say, kind of, we haven't got one specific track in mind, but like we just want to basically sample your voice. Like a lot of them will be kind of, pretty flexible in terms of what they'll do, and yeah, like they've got a good voice. They want to make money, so yeah, like a lot of them will just kind of, maybe for $30 you might get a sample pack of this guy. So yeah, that's tip number 4. And then tip number 5, if you weren't kind of, or if you were confident, should I say, of using your own voice, if you didn't want to pay someone to do these rap vocals and you think you could do it yourself, then idea number 5 would be just to record it in yourself, and you don't actually need to have a good voice or anything like that. I'll just show you an example of one that we've done. It was a collab with Clyde Rouge, and the vocal in this one is literally just me saying let the techno take control. It's just been pitched down, there's a few effects on it. You can't tell it's me. I'll just let you listen to it actually. So yeah, I don't think you can tell it's me. I can't tell it's me anyway. So that was one, and then another one I think that we did was just that noise on the drop there, like the with a delay on it. That there was basically just me talking for ages, just saying loads of random words, and then just picking one out, and you can't even tell what it says, to be fair, on this. I'm not even sure what I'm saying, but because it's been pitched down and got a delay on it, that's another one. So yeah, like you don't even need to kind of make sense in what you're saying. It's just kind of the tone of your voice. So yeah, tip number 5 is record your own. So yeah, part 2 is going to be more about once you've got a sample collection, kind of how you go about organising it. And a couple of little tricks to do with organising your samples. So yeah, that's part 1. If anyone's got any questions, just give us a shout.